Hello, I'm James Yardley. I'm joined today by Alex Savvides, Fund Manager of the JOHCM UK Dynamic Fund. Thank you for joining us, Alex.
Thanks for inviting me.
Alex, you have now been managing this fund for 10 years. What have been some of your highs and lows over that period?
Well, I think it's worth reflecting on what the fund's trying to achieve firstly. So broadly, we're trying to achieve a return in excess of the FTSE All-Share Total Return Index, and to do that from a subset of stocks that are going through business transformation primarily, and then have a rigid portfolio construction process around it. And I think if I look back over the 10 years, we've done that, and we've done it quite well. So from a client perspective, I think the main high is that we've done a good job and we've consistently outperformed the market since inception, and we've done it with the process that we originally intended at launch, from a subset of business transformation and change stories. From a personal perspective, I think the highs are that I'm still here today telling the story that it's been successful in a very competitive all companies sector as well. And then when I look at the stocks in the portfolio, the one that springs to mind as a real UK Dynamic business transformation stock, I think backing 3i nearly 10 years ago today has been a great investment for us, and it's still in the portfolio today and it's still delivering returns, so quite a few highs.
So what are some of the lessons that you've learnt over the past decade?
I think it's very important to have a process. I think, when I look back at sort of the 2006-2007 period when I was building this process, some of the fund managers that I drew on, that I knew, that talked to me about what I should do, what I could do, instilled this idea that you need to have an important process that people can rely on, that they can understand. And 10 years later now, I can thoroughly say that is one of the most important aspects. It helps you when you are selling the process to clients. It helps the clients try and understand you, what makes you tick, what to expect from your fund, how it might perform in different conditions, what stocks you might be interested in. So the importance of process is absolutely key. I think the second thing is the importance of portfolio construction discipline. I think once you've isolated the kind of stocks that you want to invest in, you have to be very careful that you build the portfolio around those stocks in the right way to let the stocks perform, whilst not taking away from those through portfolio construction. And then it's about patience and discipline, about how you invest. Stick to your process. Be patient with your stocks. Know what you're looking for. Why you invested in this stock. What is it? What aspects are you expecting to change to come through to perform? And focus on the right things. And that lets you sift through all the rubbish that's sent in your direction, actually. We have so much information, so focusing on the right things and being patient as well.
Since you've launched the fund, we've had incredibly low interest rates. How is the fund positioned if interest rates start to rise?
I built a process that was expected to perform in very different conditions, in monetary conditions that weren't so loose. I also built a process which I said straight at the very beginning was expected to perform in all market conditions, by focusing on business transformation, by focusing on self-help stories, by focusing on a subset of good quality companies that maybe could generate a return throughout the economic cycle. So that gives an indication as to what I think now, if we do move into tighter monetary conditions, we're choosing from a subset of stocks that have more about them than just deep value. They have a bit of growth, sometimes a bit of structural growth. They have returns on capital that are routinely way in excess of their cost of capital, or can be. So a sort of small shift in interest rates, in cost of capital assumptions, I don't think should affect this fund too much, but who knows? We have to live the conditions to see how we perform through them, but I'm not concerned about it.